Hello. Did you know that quality leadership in business and entrepreneurship can become the next oil boom in Nigeria and Africa? Let's get to know what leadership is. Leadership is simply an action of leading a group of people or an organization. What is an entrepreneurship? I like to give entrepreneurship a very simple definition, and it goes thus. Entrepreneurship is simply a skill that has been monetized. So if you have a skill that you have monetized to collect money from people, you are an entrepreneur. Now, to take the entrepreneurship further, you now need to get a name that will be associated with your skills, which can be likened to a business name or a limited liability company name. This name is what you are going to take to the Corporate Affairs Commission for those of us in Nigeria. You get this name registered and it becomes a business entity. Then you use this name to drive your business by branding your business and then setting up all the modalities for a functional business. For instance, in 2023, Nigeria oil export was 5.5 trillion naira. So quality leadership in business can actually export more than what the oil is exporting in today's Nigeria. Today, Apple Incorporation's annual revenue is 639 trillion naira. That is, if you are to measure it in naira, it's actually $385 billion. This is just one business. So how does leadership come into business? Leadership comes into business because everyone that sets up a business is a leader of that business. There are different styles of leadership. We have the autocratic leader, we have the democratic leader, we have the transformational leader, and we have several other leaders, about 7 of them. Now, every business needs to have a transformational leader. There are certain qualities a transformational leader should have in business. These are high level of integrity, emotional intelligence. A transformational leader in business should have empathy. They should have communication skills. These are just a few of the qualities that a transformational leader should have. This is because you are leading a team of humans. So you need to have a human face in everything you do, and you need to also have that motivation to inspire your team to be able to do things they may have not done before. By doing this, you inspire them to get better in the job and then also in their lives. So by the time each and every one of us who are in business begin to practice transformational leadership, to lead our people aright, to do right businesses, because there are different types of business models. Now, these types of business models are, we have the business to business model, we have business to government model, we have government to business model, we have business to consumer model. So all these business models deal with people, and we ought to be humane when we are dealing with people, whether they are our consumers or we are dealing with a business or we are dealing with the government. Professionalism and that level of expertise and integrity should always be seen in every business we see ourselves rendering. Everyone has a relationship with a business, whether it is the business you set up or the one you are working for. Even the newborn baby, the mom of a newborn baby is also dealing with a business. This is because the new mom buys food item for this child. So By mere going to buy things, you are already having a relationship with a business. Business and entrepreneurship can become the next oil boom, exporting trillions of naira on yearly basis if we do things right. If we maintain integrity, if we do not compromise data that is committed into our hands by our trusted customers, if we do things right without cutting corners, if we run a truthful business, maintaining price control and not inflating prices, if we run an effective business by rendering quality service and not going for inferiority, if we produce a particular product and then it remains with that quality without having copy 1, copy 2, copy 3, copy 4, and then up to copy 100. Look at Apple alone generating over 600 trillion naira in 1 year. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, oil that is 75% of Nigeria's major revenue is exporting just 5.5 trillion naira in a year. So this means that if each and every business that we have in this country, Nigeria, begins to do things diligently, professionally, with empathy, with professionalism, with data integrity, with truthfulness, we can export trillions of nairas on yearly basis. Way more beyond what the oil is exporting today. Because the oil we are depending on today will become obsolete in about 10 to 15 years from now. Combustion engine will no longer be in use. So if combustion engines are no longer in use, what will be the value of the oil? So we need to roll up our sleeves to begin to render quality service, providing businesses that run across nations. We are over 220 million individuals in this country. So this is a good start. By the time we begin to render quality service in every business we find ourselves doing, we will already be making impact on 200 million plus individuals. And then we can begin to export to other nations. So leadership in business and entrepreneurship can actually become the next oil boom if we do it right. If we maintain a culture that encourages merit and innovation. This is why quality leadership in business and entrepreneurship will become the next oil boom. When you run a profitable business that affects the lives of your team positively and then affects the life of your customers and your consumers positively, you will be making the change that the world needs. These are the areas that quality leadership in business and entrepreneurship can become the next oil boom in Nigeria and the entire Africa. Thank you.